The two brothers, I think, had that same philosophy of living, of treating people very well and looking after everybody, and generosity of spirit and time and all of that.
It was the details, I think, that there's so many things that we learned at a young age that we didn't even know we were learning, that influenced us. There's no question about it.
We just enjoyed going to work every day. You know, it's just like being home. They're family. It's the only way I can just explain it.
Most people have a great fondness for Mills Brothers. Generations of people loved the store. And it was an experience. It wasn't just going to buy something. I mean, you went into the store and you felt, as we always said, you know, you were welcoming people into your home.
Hugh always called it a shop. They called Liberty's in London was a shop and Harrods was a store. In other words, in England, a store is a big, huge monster, unfeeling square footage, where a shop has much more character and is smaller in scale, and you have an opportunity of having a warm dialogue with your customers and the people who are working with you. So the idea was to continue to find merchandise that was not available in Canada, and we started to go to the New York market more often because it was a little closer flight than having to go to the continent all the time. So we would have to make a commitment for sufficient buying that would discourage them to want to sell somebody down the street, sort of thing.
And how fun would that have been?
Yes.
To bring the stockings and the pantyhose and the fragrance from Paris for the first time to Halifax.
To Halifax, yeah.
How exciting. And how exciting for those that were selling it.
People wanted to work in an environment that pleased them. And also, it was an environment of excellence.
Excellence. Uncle Hugh and Poppy definitely wanted people to feel that they were a guest in their home.
Because it was everybody's home. You know, as Charlotte said and the girls said, it was everybody's home.
And everybody that worked there seemed to be there for a long time. It's the most amazing thing that people went there and worked forever, it seems, or they went and got married and had babies or something, and the first thing you'd know, they'd be back again. It was one thing, there was very much a lot of loyalty to the store from the staff. We called, as I said, we called them Aunt and Uncle Mill. We never referred to them as Mr. Mills or Mrs. Mills. It's unheard of. And everybody was just one big family.
They both, when they walked into the store, I remember both when Poppy walked in the back door or Uncle Hugh, that's what they parked in the back and walked in, it was always, Mr. Mills is here.
Yeah.
Mr. Mills is here. And everybody, you know, pulled up a little bit.
Daddy was, as I said, very quiet and strong and dedicated and steadfast. And, you know, I think his contribution to the business was probably keeping Uncle Hugh in check a little bit. Because Uncle Hugh was larger than life and had wonderful ideas and certainly knew how to get things done. But so did my father, but in a very quiet way.
He was a gentle soul.
Gentle
a
soul.
Very gentle, lovely man.
Warmth and love.
And loved his grandchildren.
He was always so proud of us. I always felt that. He was so proud of his 3 grandchildren and proud of his daughter Jane and proud of my dad, his son-in-law. And so I have to say, along with the quietness of him, a proudness was very apparent in my memory and my feelings of him.
I wish when we're younger we knew that we need to, you know, ask your elders, you know, pay more attention because it's the wisdom. And he was a silent observer of life, and he appreciated beauty, the beauty in the birds,
Yeah.
and the beauty of
Flowers,
nature. And I feel a part of that in me.
I'm glad we learned from the experience that the mills offered us. I'm glad we crossed their path. I think we're very, very fortunate that we have crossed so many paths within the business and its surroundings and the community around.
I can't complain about a thing. It was my whole life.
It's hard to articulate it, but it was an incredible, incredible journey.
I feel that we have carried on in the way that he would want us to. I feel that in my soul, that we have lived our lives the way he would approve.